I think we were married for a few years, and we had decided to start our family. And so we first had a daughter, Brianna, who was born. And 2 years later, we had a daughter named Ashley that was born. And then Nathaniel came 3 years after that.
We were concerned at the time of his birth there may be some kind of birth anomaly, but we didn't really didn't know and really weren't prepared for any serious challenges that may follow. He was born with an APGAR of 3, immediately went onto a ventilator. He was in NICU for the first 89 days of his life. He had numerous surgeries, a total of, I believe, 7 during the course of his life, and he spent 150 days in the hospital. One of his most significant surgeries, we actually flew to Dallas for the surgery, and it was a craniofacial surgery, fairly significant, and surgery went well, but he ended up getting pneumonia. At the end of 11 days, we end up being able to transfer to a regular hospital room, and we transfer to the regular hospital room, and there's a nurse that's standing over our son's bed, and she's weeping. And she says, "There's just something about this boy. There's just something about this boy." And we begin to chat, and she says, I've never really done this before, but would it be okay if I prayed for you? And she prays for us, but she didn't pray like you might think she might pray. She didn't pray that he would be healed or that we'd go home. She prayed that my son's purpose would be fulfilled. We kind of filed that away, thought it was unusual. But then when our son passed on November 13th, 2001, we remembered that prayer. And it was like, God, you know, was that prayer for now? And clearly we believe that this wasn't the end, it was really the beginning, and that we were responsible to apply what we've learned to life, that we're stewards of the circumstances that we've been put in so that we can apply them to life. And so that's how we began to pursue birthing Nathaniel's hope.
Our first year was really hard grieving, the first year that we didn't have our son with us. And we kind of pulled together people that were just trusted friends or people who had been involved in his life, therapists, doctors, friends that were kind of connected in. And we just said, would you just kind of take this journey with us and help us navigate through what this is supposed to look like, And we knew that because there was a tremendous need for this community, we wanted to bring support of some kind to them. So we kind of, out of that, our conversations and prayer, we kind of came up with Nathaniel's Hope, which the mission was to kind of share hope with families that have kids with all types of special needs.
Our son's birthday is on June 6th, and we said, well, maybe we could do an event. And I remember I was in the car driving back from actually we have a plant in Valdosta, Georgia, and I was trying to think of a name, and I remember saying, "Make him smile." That'd be a good name, And I kind of felt like it was a gift from heaven, that when it just kind of fell into my heart. And so we started out, very small, and had about 600 people come out the first time. And then it just kind of has grown steadily from there. And it's a festival for special needs kids and their families, and it's to celebrate life. And it's not a pity party, it's to cheer them on, to pull alongside them. And the Orlando community gets very much involved in helping make that happen. And this last year we had about 10,000 people come to the event. We're planning for 12,000 people this next year. And so we're privileged to be able to kind of hold a party and have this festival to honor these families. We had 1,500 kids with special needs come out to the event. And it's all about them. It's to honor them. Everybody's doing something. And so it's highly engaging. And it's a tremendous blessing to be able to do it on behalf of these families. And we believe as we honor these families, we honor God. And we make God smile.
We're really grateful for the partnership that we've had with Florida Hospital, and I should say the growing relationship that we have with Florida Hospital, just for believing in our mission, kind of standing behind us and cheering us on, and just really consider you to be a very valued partner with us, and just look forward to seeing what God has ahead down the road for us.